You want to here. It is your opportunity to be motivated and inspired by her. And it's a rare, rare treat that at 3:30, Allyson will also be on the stage with Kara Goucher, Shalane Flanagan, and Joan Benoit Samuelson. So if you are anywhere in the Expo-tique, the only place you want to be is right here. I know she can't wait to see you. Are you excited? All right, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with Allyson Felix. San Francisco, are you ready? This is the only expo at any race in the world where you get an opportunity to meet this many Olympians in one afternoon, and I am thrilled to bring out our next Olympian. She didn't discover her gift for speed until she tried out for the track team as a freshman. And then just 10 weeks later, she placed 9th in the CIF California State Championships. In 2003, as a senior, she was named the National Female Athlete of the Year. And at the US Track and Field Championships, she finished 2nd in the 200 meters. And in front of 50,000 people in Mexico City, she ran the 200 meters in 22:11, which is the fastest time ever for a female high schooler. Since that time, she's gone on to break records and take home many medals, including 9 gold medals at the World Championships, with an unprecedented 3 consecutive gold medals in the 200 meters. And her first time when she won that 200 meters, she was the youngest woman ever at the World Championships to do so. She's won 2 silvers at the Olympics and 4 gold medals at the Olympics, including 3 in London just this year. San Francisco, can you please help me welcome Olympian Allyson Felix. We are so glad you are here. Look at this crowd.
Hi.
I have to ask you, is that this group tomorrow, many of them are doing their first half and full marathon. And how many of you out there? And they are going to be taking the longest possible route from Union Square to the beach. And your races, it's like the longest possible route from here to Nike Town. Much, much shorter, but you still must get nervous. So I'm imagining for a lot of these first-timers, they would love your advice on what they should do if they're nervous for their first race.
Well, I'm always nervous for a race. It doesn't matter if it's like the smallest race or if it's the Olympic Games. It's just a part of my routine, and it would be weird if I wasn't nervous, and I think it would be weird for you guys if it's your first time ever doing this, not to be nervous. So I would just embrace it, enjoy it. When I'm running, I'm always thinking about my goals and what I need to do at each point in the race, and so I would just do that, have fun. There's just such great energy here. It's amazing, and, just enjoy the moment.
That's great advice. Now, I also imagine this crowd would wonder, what inspires you on your tough days?
I have lots of tough days, days that I wake up and I'm just not feeling it, I don't want to get out of bed, and those are the days that I do think about my goals. So I think about the things that I want to accomplish, and if I want to get there, I have to put the work in, and I think about my competitors. I know that they're in there working hard and just fighting for it, so I know that I want to be the best and I have to get in there with them.
That's very, very good advice. Now, you have won a lot of gold medals in a number of different meets. What is your favorite memory? Do you have a favorite memory? That one that just really sticks out?
My favorite memory has to be in London. I had my silver medals from 2004 and 2008, and they were an amazing blessing, but I wanted to win so bad. So finally, things came together for me, and I just remember crossing the line and looking for my family and being able to share that moment with them. It was just something that I'll never ever forget. So that's very close to my heart.
Well, you had us on pins and needles. We were all watching from home. It was very exciting. Now, you race on a relay team, but you also race individually. And I know a lot of people here are doing the run on Sunday with friends and family, team and training, right? Most of you aren't here by yourself, so they have experience kind of being with a team and then also having to run on their own. What is your favorite, or how are they different for you between the relay and your individual competitions?
Well, they are. They're very different. You know, I feel like we all do so much training that is by ourselves. You know, running is a very individual thing. But I love the relays, and I love coming together with my teammates. And I feel like my passion of training, I love training with my teammates. You know, they're the most amazing people. And I feel like that's what gets you through it. You know, you look over and you see someone who's suffering and dying with you, and you're like, okay, I can do this, I can power through.
Misery likes company.
You know? You don't want to go down alone, but that just really encourages me, and the competitive spirit of everyone really gets you through.
Now, in London, you smashed a relay record that had been on the books since 1985. Actually, that record was on the books even before you were born. Most of your teammates weren't even born yet. So how did that feel with your teammates?
It was amazing. I mean, it was just so unexpected. We knew that we had a chance to break the Olympic record, but we weren't thinking world record. And I remember, you know, crossing the line and looking up to see the time, and I was just so confused because that didn't seem like a time that we should have ran. And the world record flashed up there, and it was just pure joy and excitement, and that's another moment that none of us will ever forget.
Exciting. Now, the interesting part about your races is they're over so quick. I bet a lot of people wonder, unlike a marathon where you can keep looking at your watch and pace against the mile, do you even think about your time in the race, or do you just run as fast as you friggin' can?
Yeah, pretty much it's just an all-out sprint. You know, you don't have time to do any of that. And it's just very technical. You know, you're thinking about your start and what you need to be doing coming off the curb. And you train so long for 21 seconds. You don't want anything to go wrong. So you're just completely zoned in and focused on what you have to do.
And do you know when it's a really good time at the end, or do you have to look at the clock like everybody else?
I have an idea, you know, if it's one of my better times, but you just don't want to see anyone near you, anywhere around you. You just want to dive for that line and hope that you're first.
So what's next for Allyson Felix?
Well, I'm still loving track. I'm still very passionate about it. We have World Championships next year in Russia, and the cycle just keeps continuing. We have our complete professional season in Europe, and so we do that every year. And then I hope to be in Rio as well.
That's great. We love to hear that. Now, I have to comment on your outfit because the first thing I thought is, you look like the girl in the ad, and then I thought, she is the girl in the ad, actually. You see her all over Times Square, all over New York in our Nike ads, but you just got styled out, didn't you?
I did, yeah, I got some help from the stylist.
All right, so we're gonna bring out Julia right now. It's gonna explain a little bit about what you're wearing, and then one of you is actually gonna win what she